Alright, here's the 1951 D8 in the barn when I first seen it. It'd been setting, they think, since 1990. But it's in pretty good shape for really after sitting under the barn. When we got it home, the big motor was stuck, but the pony motor would turn. Here we are pulling it out of the barn. It had a nest of bees in it that we had to get removed. The beekeeper said that the honey in it, or the hive, had to have been at least 30 years old that was in it. But we had to bring one of our big tractors to pull it out of the barn and a traco to help twist and pull it around to get it on the trailer. The tractor actually moved it pretty easy, but the book says the dozer weighs 39,000 dry with no blade on it, and with the blade on it, it should weigh about 47,000. So it's still a pretty good chunk of steel for 1951. We're just really excited to see it roll because we were scared the tracks may have been froze up or who knows what. So we were just really thrilled to see it actually roll out. Here it is sitting on a trailer. When we unloaded it, we pulled it a little bit with the tractor and figured out the big motor was stuck. It would turn just a little bit, but anyway, we took the exhaust manifold off and sprayed PB Blaster and WD-40 and some automatic transmission fluid in it. Got it down through the valves and everything, and it finally broke free, but it took a long time. This is the first time that the little pony motor actually tried to hit and run, so we were all pretty excited at that point, and we knew we were getting somewhere. Alright, so here's the first time we're actually trying to start the big motor, and we didn't have much luck at it. The next video, you'll actually see it start on its own power. Alright, that's the first start since they're pretty sure it's been like 1990 was the last time it run. So that was a major achievement there to get it running on its own power. Alright, here it is with the blade put on it. The blade's a whole nother story. There's 2 more blades that go to it that are lost in a forest somewhere, but we'll find them eventually. But this blade was found probably at least a mile from where the dozer was in the barn. The red pin's where we found the blade and the yellow's where the dozer was. So it was kind of an adventure.
Take care too. I love cotton.
Alright, y'all see me starting this in just a second, but you'll watch. I'll get the pony motor running, and it has a transmission behind it of a low and a high. Well, the pony motor exhaust goes into the intake of the big motor, which warms it, kind of like a preheater. When it gets warm enough, I'll start the big motor in low, get it turning over, and then when it gets warm enough, then I'll switch the transmission to high, and it's got a decompression on the big motor, and I'll have it in the start position and turn it over for a little while, and then I'll go to half decompression. And if it starts trying to hit, then I'll close it all the way. But if it don't try to hit, then you have to go back to start and let it keep heating. But you'll see me do it in a minute. Now, y'all didn't get too critical because the brake band and the winch on the back that operates the blade up and down is hung up at the moment, so that's why it looks like I'm making a dirt back track or something. But it'll get better eventually. I'm glad I got the opportunity to mess with this old dozer after all these years. George is a good friend of mine, and he passed away, but the family let me have the option to mess with it and try to get it running, so it won't ever leave or go anywhere, but it's running after 30 years.